Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support. You know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There we go. We deserve each other. Like, I want to keep him all to myself. I didn't really, I mean,
Remy Ma is out here sending Papoose explicit videos of herself after cheating on him for months with Papoose's protege, easy to block Captain. She clearly believed that these videos would make him leave Claressa, but Papoose wasn't swayed in the slightest. Now Claressa is publicly calling her out for being desperate and thirsty. It seems like Remy is finally realizing the enormous mistake she made when she walked away from Papoose. However, it's too little, too late. She's now sending him videos of herself that he never requested. Talk about embarrassing. Claressa is not putting up with any of it and is letting Remy know she's not someone to mess with. But the bigger question is, what exactly is Remy's goal in all this? Why is she trying to snatch Papoose back now, just when he's clearly moved on with Claressa? If you're wondering why Remy has suddenly started acting this way, it's because she's clearly jealous of what Claressa represents. Everything Remy is not and might never be. Claressa is a successful professional boxer with multiple world championships across 5 weight classes, a true champion. On the other hand, Remy's career never reached the same heights. She was overshadowed by Nicki Minaj in the rap game, served time in prison, and ultimately lost Papoose due to her own infidelity, cheating with none other than easy-to-block Captain. Papoose was the only one who stood by her through thick and thin, even when she was at her lowest. She probably thought he would always be there for her, despite her mistakes. But once Papoose moved on for real, upgrading his life with Claressa, Remy had a rude awakening. She's now having a breakdown, trying desperately to get his attention back. Looking at the bigger picture, it's not entirely shocking that Remy thought Papoose would stick around. After all, he was her ride or die. He even risked his own freedom when he attempted to break her out of jail using a skeleton key. That was a bold and dangerous move, showing just how far he was willing to go for her. But that's the thing. He was always there for her, even when she was at her lowest point. Papoose never hesitated to support her, even when others abandoned her. He believed in her, while she made some questionable choices, and in the end, it cost her their relationship. Now that she sees Papoose has truly moved on, she's scrambling to try and get his attention in any way she can. The desperation is evident, and Claressa is making it clear that she isn't intimidated by Remy's antics. She's got her own life, her own success, and isn't bothered by Remy's attempts to shake things up. It's clear that Remy's attempt to win Papoose back isn't about love. It's about jealousy, insecurity, and trying to regain a sense of control over a situation that's already out of her hands. But let's take a moment to consider why Remy thinks she can just re-enter Papoose's life after all this time. Is it because she doesn't want to see him happy with someone else? Or maybe it's a deeper fear that Claressa is everything Remy feels she could have been, had she made different choices in her career and relationships. The truth is, Remy's life took a very different path from Claressa's, and there might be some bitterness mixed in with her actions. She wants to tear down what Papoose has built with Claressa because it reminds her of what she's lost. This whole situation shows just how complicated love and relationships can be, especially when you mix in betrayal, jealousy, and personal insecurities. Papoose, who once seemed like he was hopelessly devoted to Remy, has now moved forward. Remy, on the other hand, is left behind, trying to find a way back into his life. Unfortunately for her, it seems like the damage is done, and Papoose has found someone who values him in a way Remy never did. Someone who is strong, accomplished, and secure in herself. And Claressa isn't going to let anyone, especially someone like Remy, come between her and the man she's building her life with. The past is the past, and in this situation, it's clear that some mistakes can't be undone. Papoose had been visiting Remy Ma for 6 months while she was incarcerated, and things could have gone much worse for him if he hadn't had strong legal representation to defend him. But what truly proved his devotion to her was the fact that he married her while she was still in jail, and they exchanged their vows over the phone. Despite being separated by bars, he stayed loyal, never once cheating on her, even though he had the freedom to do so. However, once Remy was released, she seemed to forget everything Papoose had done for her. She started acting out, and that's when she cheated on him with one of his close friends. What's even more shocking is that she genuinely believed he would stay with her and continue to beg for her love. To everyone's surprise, Papoose didn't beg for Remy's love at all. Instead, he quickly moved on with Claressa, someone who is not only beautiful, but also incredibly accomplished. Many people thought Papoose would go for someone less public, someone more low-key, and live a simple life. But instead, he upgraded, choosing someone far beyond Remy's league. Claressa is young, wealthy, successful, and gorgeous. Everything Remy isn't. While Remy is now involved with Easy to Block Captain, a relationship that hardly compares to Papoose's new one, she couldn't handle the fact that he found someone better. She even tried to cause trouble online in December, posting private screenshots of Papoose and Claressa together when he had fallen asleep at Claressa's house. Remy posted the message claiming that Papoose, the supposed world champion boxer, had been staying at Claressa's place, refusing to leave. She tried to paint him in a negative light and was clearly bitter about his relationship with Claressa. But Claressa wasn't having it and fired back, calling Remy out on her hypocrisy. She responded by saying, "A woman with 2 boyfriends is mad at a man who has a girlfriend?" and pointed out how ridiculous Remy was being. Remy didn't stop there, though. She continued to post screenshots, claiming that Claressa had asked Papoose to stop talking about her because it was bad for the publicity surrounding her upcoming movie release. Remy, seeming jealous of Claressa's success, tried to sabotage her movie promotion. She accused Claressa's team of spreading false rumors about her and claimed she had begged Papoose to put an end to the narrative. Remy posted, "I begged Papoose to put out something to stop this narrative, but he kept telling me to be quiet. Now I'm tired, and the world will see what's been going on behind the scenes." This drama didn't go unnoticed by Papoose, who quickly responded on Instagram with his own receipts, showing that Remy had cheated on him with Easy to Block Captain on Christmas Day. Papoose shared his version of events, saying, "While I was home with my daughter last Christmas, this is where Remy was." He went on to explain how he had offered to divorce her amicably, but Remy refused because he wouldn't lie about the knockout that her lover had received. Papoose reminded everyone that he had knocked out Easy to Block Captain, calling him super soft and saying he'd seen him in the fetal position. The situation escalated when Claressa's ex-boyfriend, who she had dumped, jumped into the mess and publicly defended her. He posted on Facebook, threatening to get physical with Remy if she didn't leave Claressa alone. It's not a good look when an ex-boyfriend is sticking up for his ex-girlfriend in a situation that doesn't even concern him. Remy, it seemed, had no choice but to back off for a while. Papoose and Claressa started appearing together everywhere, showing off their solid relationship. Claressa even publicly admitted that she was in love with Papoose, solidifying the fact that their bond was real. Despite Remy's attempt to stir the pot, the public was growing tired of her antics. Papoose and Claressa were becoming a power couple, and Remy's bitterness was only making her look worse. She had lost Papoose, and now she was desperately trying to drag him down with her. She couldn't accept that he had truly moved on, and that Claressa was the woman he chose. What makes this even more painful for Remy is that despite her attempts to tear Claressa down, it's clear that Papoose has found happiness, something Remy failed to give him. Claressa's success, beauty, and unwavering loyalty to Papoose only serve to highlight everything Remy has lost. If all of this wasn't already dramatic enough, there are now rumors swirling that Papoose might be putting a ring on Claressa's finger very soon. As expected, when Remy heard this, she went into full-on panic mode and started acting out once again. Word on the street is that she's been trying to win Papoose back by sending him explicit pictures and videos, hoping to stir something in him. If this isn't a clear example of desperate behavior, then I don't know what is. She's fully aware that Papoose is in a serious, committed relationship with Claressa, yet she's still pulling these stunts. Luckily, Papoose isn't buying into it, and now Remy is looking more desperate than ever. As usual, people have a lot of opinions on the situation. One person pointed out that legally, a couple can separate for a year, and Remy's ex has already confirmed that he's been with her for at least 2 years. Papoose moved on in a way that was calculated and thoughtful, and it's clear that his decision is being blessed. Another commenter noted that Remy really let a good man slip through her fingers, with Papoose now moving on to someone like Claressa. Remy, on the other hand, likely scared away most other women with her actions, but now Papoose has found someone who's confident, accomplished, and loving. Now I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about Remy's attempts to seduce Papoose after cheating on him? Do you think there's any chance Papoose will go back to her after everything that's happened? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to click here to watch the full messy video.